What's up, guys? Welcome back to Touchberry Teaches. Today I'm in the kitchen, in case you can't tell what kind of room this is. I'm in the kitchen because we're going to be talking about baking chemistry today, and as a part of that, we're going to be doing a little baking ourselves. I wanted to talk about this because recently I've learned what the different ingredients do in different recipes, and knowing that allows me to make substitutions more easily or even alter recipes slightly to suit my preferences. I've got a little something special in mind for the back part of the episode as well. I'm going to be baking 6 different alterations of the same recipe, 1 control and 5 alterations, I should say, and seeing if I can get a group of friends to pick which alterations have been made to which recipes. I'm going to be increasing certain ingredients by 50% in some of the recipes that I'm baking. I want to see if my friends can guess which ingredient has been added in. I want to see if the roles of the ingredients are predictable, you could say. I'm going to be using a basic chocolate chip cookie recipe. That way we can see that the alterations really shine through. To be more specific, I'm using the Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookie recipe. It's one that I thought would probably be pretty basic to the whole chocolate chip cookie category. And since I'm making so many batches, I cut the recipe in half. So there's the recipe. And we'll get into it. So the first thing we need is flour. The second thing we need is baking soda. Next we need salt, and we need butter. White sugar, brown sugar, vanilla extract, eggs, and chocolate chips. With that sweet opening bell, let's get into it. First we have butter. Butter is the fat in the cookie recipe. You don't necessarily have to use butter. Oil, shortening, lard, even bacon drippings can all be used in place of butter, although I would not recommend bacon drippings unless you like bacon cookies. Bacon cookies. Fat helps create the consistency, moisture, and the airiness of the finished product. Next we have sugar. Sugar creates a part of the texture of the cookie by locking in moisture and inhibiting the development of gluten. That would cause your cookies to harden. So to a certain extent, more sugar means a softer cookie. Hey Siri, how many tablespoons are in 1 ounce?
1 fluid ounce is 2 tablespoons.
Of course, there's a difference between white sugar and brown sugar. Brown sugar is brown because of the molasses used in its production. In baking, brown sugar will create a moister cookie and white sugar will create a crispier cookie. This is vanilla extract. This gives the cookies vanilla flavor. Duh. Now we'll cream these together. Order matters because creaming these together pulls air into your mixture and prevents you from having a really dense cookie. Generally, if you forsake this step, you will regret it. Next we have eggs. Eggs handle a lot of different tasks in baking, especially because yolks and whites have very different chemical compositions. In cookies, though, the role of eggs is relatively simple. Eggs are what is known as an emulsifier, and that's their main role in cookies. An emulsifier is simply a substance that stabilizes an emulsion. Duh. No. An emulsifier is a substance that stabilizes an emulsion, which is a mixture of 2 liquids that can't dissolve into one another. In our example, that's butter, which would separate from the rest of the recipe. Next we have flour. The role of flour is pretty obvious. It's sort of the backbone of the cookie. It thickens the recipe and it stabilizes all the ingredients. Without flour, everything would just melt into a mess on your cookie sheet. It wouldn't really be a cookie at all. Next we have salt. Salt can affect the tenderness of a baked good. That's because it forms chemical bonds with the proteins in the flour, makes the gluten less mobile, and it makes the dough tighter. It can also affect flavor a lot. It can dampen the bitterness of certain ingredients so that they don't get in the way of the sweeter ingredients like sugar. And next we have baking soda. Baking soda is the household name of sodium bicarbonate. It's a really common cookie ingredient. It's also known for the baking soda volcano. While those uses seem very different, it's actually the same chemical properties that make baking soda useful for baking. When you add an acid, like molasses or brown sugar, to a recipe that contains baking soda, you're going to have a chemical reaction that produces carbon dioxide, which causes your recipe to rise, exactly like
a baking soda volcano?
A baking soda volcano. So, if you want to win your middle school science fair, bring in a batch of chocolate chip cookies and tell everyone you made a baking soda volcano. Lastly, we have chocolate chips. These are responsible for the chocolate chip flavor. And there's our control group done. Make sure you celebrate every victory, no matter how small. Now we just have to make 5 more batches of cookies. I'm going to be labeling each recipe so that we don't get mixed up later on. Next is cookie B, which is butter.
A few steps later.
Just like that, cookie B is done. Now we move on to cookie C, sugar. Hey Siri, 6/8 times 1.5.
6 over 8 times 1.5 is 1.125.
1 1/8.
A few steps later.
Now we're finished with cookie C. Now we're going to move on to cookie E, which is salt.
A few steps later. A few steps later.
Now we're on to cookie F, baking soda.
A few steps later.
Now cookie A, egg. Hey Siri, how many medium eggs make 1 large egg?
Okay, I found this on the web for how many medium eggs make 1 large egg. Check it out.
A few steps later.
Alright guys, that concludes filming for tonight. We're baking together tomorrow morning, so don't miss your alarm. Good morning guys, and welcome back. Let's start baking.
A few steps later.
Good morning guys, hope you're ready to start baking. These cookies don't look exactly the same, but that's because I let them cool before I pulled them off the baking sheet. You should always let your cookies cool. It helps improve the consistency and allows the cookies to keep their shape. Because of the excess butter, cookie B was very soft the first time I took it out of the oven and needed to go back for a few minutes. That's our last set of cookies, so now we just wait for the guests.
Are we starting?
Yeah.
Are we filming right
What
now?
are we doing?
Yeah, we are filming, but I'm going to cut this part out because none of you guys are behaving.
Can we do like the iCarly countdown?
In 5, 4, 3, 2. Alright guys, we're going to get into the experiment portion of this video. So these are my 4 volunteers. Each one of them has a stack of index cards where they have written down each of the ingredients that I added 50% more of and favorite and control, so they can guess which group I did not alter the recipe on. So after the first round of voting, I'm going to tell our volunteers,
You told me edit out stuff and you make it smoother so it's
No
an
way.
experience.
Yeah, I did. So after the first round of voting, I'm going to tally up what everyone thought was which ingredient, and then I'm going to tell the group which our control group was, which group didn't have an altered recipe, and see if anyone changes their voting. So let's get into it.
Much anxiety.
I feel like I'm watching The Last Supper live.
I need these ingredients due in baking. I'm not gonna lie.
I disagree.
Really?
I
have mixed feelings.
think it's worse.
I think
Time
it's
last year,
cookie.
like consistently. Ooh, F.
I know this one.
I know which one's gonna taste like egg because it's gonna taste like I'm a millionaire.
I'm gonna get these all
Yeah,
wrong.
I'm not gonna know which one's the control. I've had one really salty one, but
I think I have an educate test with this.
oh okay.
I have no idea. I don't even.
I got too much chocolate in this one.
Cake. I think I need.
Yeah, already not a fan of that
Oh
one.
gosh, this is getting so difficult.
I still don't know which one is the sugar one. I'll be honest, I haven't voted sugar
I have an
yet.
idea.
I had a cookie very similar to that.
I know. D really threw me off.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, D threw me off too.
I thought that second one literally like tasted like a regular cookie but gray.
But gray?
Yeah.
It tastes
I
like
wrote down flavorless.
Are you guys ready to hear the results?
Yes. I'm very excited.
So the code was this. Egg was A.
Wait.
A? You were right.
Oh wow. Was I right?
Yeah, because that's when we all voted baking soda.
A
Yeah,
was
I voted baking soda.
A was egg. B was butter.
Are you kidding me?
What?
This was butter.
B was
wrong with you.
I had to switch it because C was control. So,
Wow.
Wait.
I know.
I obviously overestimated
I don't think-
Nathan's ability to write.
Wait, what
houses.
was V butter?
B was butter. C was sugar.
I got that one.
Yes, I got that one too.
I don't recall.
I literally wrote down sugar cookie.
D was the control, like I told you guys a few minutes ago. E was salt. And F was baking soda.
F was baking.
I got
F was
salt
baking
and
soda?
sugar. That actually makes sense.
I got the control and sugar. That's literally all I got.
Yeah, I got salt and sugar. That was baking
So,
soda. That's very
the winner-
specific.
Can I retry that?
The winner of the first round was Anna with 2 correct answers.
Nice.
Wow.
The winner of the second round, where you guys knew the control, was Taylor with 3.
Yeah.
Oh!
Wait, what was
Yo.
I think I only got the egg.
Awesome.
I got sugar and salt.
I just
Those
want to
were
thank my
easy.
fans. I want to thank everyone who believed in me. Thank you.
All right. Well, while they keep eating the cookies, thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been a great video. Thanks for staying with me. I love y'all. Have fun and enjoy your baking.
Sugar?
I only realized once I finished editing that I forgot to talk about the actual hypothesis of the experiment. The results, in my opinion, point to the role of ingredients in baking being anything but predictable. The fact that no participant was able to do better than 50%, even with my help, was pretty striking.